Hi everyone, I'm Anu Keerthana from 2nd BA English. Now we are going to see about a poem from British literature. The Unknown Citizen by W.H. Auden. To J.S. Bar 07M378, this marble monument is erected by the state. He was found by the Bureau of Statistics to be one against whom there was no official complaint, and all the reports on his conduct agree that in the modern sense of an old-fashioned word, he was a saint, for in everything he did he served the greater community, except for the war till the day he retired. He worked in a factory and never got fired, but satisfied his employers Fudge Motors Inc., yet he wasn't a cab or odd in his views, for his union reports that he paid his dues. A report on his union shows it was sound, and our social psychology workers found that he was popular with his mates and liked to drink. The press are convinced that he bought a paper every day and that his reactions to advertisements were normal in every way. Policies taken out in his name prove that he was fully insured, and his health card shows he was once in hospital but left it cured. Both producers, research, and high grade living declare he was fully sensible to the advantages of the installment plan and had everything necessary to the modern man: a phonograph, a radio, a car, and a frigidaire. Our researchers into public opinion or content that he held the proper opinions for the time of year. When there was peace, he was for peace. When there was war, he went. He was married and added 5 children to the population, which our eugenist says was the right number for a parent of his generation, and our teachers report that he never interfered with their education. Was he free? Was he happy? The question is absurd. Had anything been wrong, we should certainly have heard. The Unknown Citizen. The Unknown Citizen is a thought-provoking poem written by W.H. Auden in 1939. The poem critiques the conformity and dehumanization of modern society, raising questions about individuality and the value placed on anonymity. The Unknown Citizen is a powerful poem that challenges us to reflect on the importance of individuality and the potential dangers of a society obsessed with conformity. The poem is a satire of standardization at the expense of individualism. About the poet. Weston Hugh Gordon, 1907 to 1973, was an influential English-American poet. He was known for his versatile style, combining traditional forms with modern themes. Auden's poetry often explored political, social, and moral issues. Summary. The poem is structured as an epitaph of an unnamed citizen. The speaker, likely a government official, praises the citizen's conformity to societal norms and expectations. The citizen's life is portrayed through statistics and data, emphasizing how well he conformed to societal standards. Themes: conformity and standardization. The poem criticizes the standardization and conformity that it sees as inherent to modern life. The poem presents the unknown citizen as a model of compliance, celebrated for adhering to the state's expectations rather than for personal achievements. Surveillance and oppression. The poem satirizes the state's intrusive surveillance and the oppression of those who live under its control. Capitalistic exploitation. The poem reflects Auden's views on capitalism, which he feared would lead to people becoming slaves to the government. Loss of individuality. The poem explores the difficulty of retaining individuality and identity in a fast-changing world. The poem depicts a citizen who has surrendered his individuality and is often identified by an alphanumeric value rather than personality. State control and dominion. The poem explores the state's control and dominion over citizens. Historical context. The poem was written shortly after Auden moved from England to the United States in 1939, when Europe was in the midst of social turmoil. The Second World War had created a climate of social propaganda and conscription, and the hostile takeover of European nations led to a flood of refugees. Social context. The poem is a satire of the modern world's standardization and conformity and the way in which the state oppresses its citizens. The poem is set in a future where citizens are known by arbitrary letters and numbers rather than by their names, and the state has far-reaching powers over its citizens. Thank you for watching till the end of this video. Bye bye.